So these are my kilovolt insulators. My kilovolt insulator collection. I absolutely love kilovolt insulators, and I love acquiring them. And they're not very common for me to find, especially in my location. Poles don't necessarily get changed much, so they're kind of hard to come by, especially these ones right here. And those, I've only found one location where those are still in use. And if I have a piece of one that I actually found that blew up, same with the big one, something like that. But yes, let's get on with it. So this is a line material, 1966. This was used for the Lower Monumental Dam out where I live near Tunnel 17. This was actually one of my very first and my only kilovolt insulators I ever found. And the reason why they didn't take it when they cut down that pole from the 60s, meant for the dam, was because of that chip. Other than that, it's perfect. Porcelain, nice dark brown glaze, and I'm absolutely happy with it. This is a bit of a funny story. Originally costed $30, paid $26 for it, got a good discount off of it. And when I came home with it, I got in a bad bike accident. I got pretty scuffed up. But I made sure I cradled this insulator so it wouldn't break on impact. And I saved it. So, this is a CD. Actually, I don't think this is even a CD. It's like a TS or something. Or Silent Transfer or something like that. But this is a Carnival suspension made by Pyrex in the 1940s. This may look quite light in the glaze in the light. But in person, this is actually quite dark. And the darker they are, the more expensive they are. Which, this one's probably about around 40 to 50 bucks. Here's the rainbow glaze to it, which I absolutely love. And that's one of my most colorful insulators I got. This is a Ohio Brass 1966. And funny thing is that this came from the same place as that. And the guy told me that it came from Tunnel 17 or near there. And I said, no way. So he said, yep, if you explored that place back in the 90s or when the place just first shut down, you would have found so much cool stuff. And if you thought my insulator hunts were good around Tunnel 17, they would have been much better back in the day. Here's the patent number. Oh, there's the US patent number with a random marking right there. So if you ever see this, OB, Ohio Brass, if you ever see a 6 or a 6 on that side, it's a 1966. And there's some more numbers. I don't know what that means, but I think that's not the pound test or the voltage rating. I don't actually know. But yes, nice dark blue glaze. Very heavy. I wouldn't be able to ride home with this one on my bike. Cemented. Ooh. Yep. Another one of my suspension insulators. This is a CD 327 or 237, whatever one it is. It's one of those two. A little bit of a carnival glaze, and I actually got this one on my birthday, and quite a cool birthday insulator. Mom got it for me from a friend, which he was wanting a lot more than what it was worth, or he was actually wanting a lot more, and the lady that sold it to him, he called her and talked her down a price, so I actually got a cool discount off of it as well, because it has an inch chip on the inside of it, but it's a Pyrex Corning. Some of my favorite insulator companies is Pyrex and Hemingway. Pyrex is on top of my list, and Ohio Brass, which this one was made for. You see all these little cracks right here? These aren't little cracks. These are actually voltage shocks, arcs from when it was raining. Environmental stuff right here. Ain't coming off. It has a few chips, which I don't care. This is actually one of the foundation insulators, is what I like to call them. This was actually pulled off by a line by my friend back in the day, and he has to get rid of them, sadly. So I'm trying to buy out his whole collection, so if he ever wants them back, they're here waiting for him. This is, does it say 45? That's the price. There's some tape on there from lights. This is 1908 on it. It's somewhere around there. It's from the early 1900s to the 40s, but I can't tell you that for sure. But it is Ohio Brass. It is a weird pin type insulator, but it is a multi-part. What one of my first ones. This is actually the very first insulator I ever bought, and he offered me a CD 257 for 20 bucks, or 20 bucks for this, which I should have took kind of both offers. I should have took the CD 257 Mickey Mouse insulator home first, and came back and got this the next day, which I got a few Mickey Mouse, so I'm happy with what I have already. But yeah, nice brown glaze, especially the top. Mainly the glaze, how you can tell a certain company is what makes it. But last but not least, behold CD331. This is actually quite rare of an insulator. These are only used for my state only, and they're quite exclusive to my state. And if you can find one, congratulations, but good luck with finding them. They're quite difficult. I got it at a very good price because, well, sad, it has a little bit of bruising to it. That's the only reason why. Which these were actually marked Carnival, even though they've never found one that looked like that yet. But this is marked as Carnival. But in sunlight it is straw, but there's a little bit of Carnival on top, and the cob that goes inside of it that mounts the pin is actually worth 50 bucks, and I'm actually try to get one of those, and I want to try to mount it on like a little piece of wood or something for display. But here it is with lights on it. Very cool insulator. And this one actually right here actually takes those big pins over there. I don't actually have a pin for this one yet, or for this one. I believe I did see a pin at my friend's shop for this, but I didn't mention it, which I kind of should mention it because I actually do want to get a pin for this. Same with this one. This one's going to be quite expensive to get a pin for this because 50 bucks for just a little cob alone. This insulator is quite of a rarity, which I am proud of it. I always wanted these since the beginning of the Insulator Foundation, but yep. Thank you for watching. These are my kilovolt insulators.